What is going on, everybody, and welcome to a brand new video. Today I'm going to be giving you guys the Team of the Week upgrade, cheapest solutions, the formulas for them, especially based off of what ratings you need, how many of them in each squad, and that'll ultimately show you guys how to do it for the cheapest possible. But we're also going to talk about the market impact of Team of the Week upgrades, how it affects 83s to 85, how it affects some higher rated cards, and so on and so forth. So if this video does end up helping you out, make sure to drop a like on the video and subscribe to the channel if you're new. We just hit 110,000 subscribers. Let's keep that number rising. We are 11% of the way to 1 million subscribers. So we'll keep grinding towards that. But nonetheless, we need an 83 rating and 40 chemistry for this squad. Now, obviously, you guys can just take this at face value and just copy the squad and do it. But let me explain to you why this is actually a really good formula, guys. Okay, take a look. We've got two 84 rated cards, Wojciech Szczesny and Mario Mandzukic. We've got three 83 rated cards, Emilio Viviano, we've got Pepe Reina, and we've got Rui Patricio. Then for the rest of the squad, 6 players, we have 82 rated cards all throughout. So if you do the math and you assume that 84 rated cards go for 4K, 83 rated cards go for 3K, and 82s go for 1,000. This is the cheapest solution for completing the squad building challenge. The other way that a lot of people are doing this is completing it by going with 9 83 rated cards and 2 82s to get an overall rating of 83. But if 83 rated cards are going for 3K right now, and a lot of them are going for much more, players like Adariz, and if they're really, good links, they go for like 5,000 to 6,000 coins. It's definitely not the cheapest way to do it, because let's assume the 83s go for 3K, which is about what they're going for, and you buy 9 of them. That's 27,000 coins already. And then the 82s to add on to that makes it 29,000 coins. But if the 8K from 84s here, plus you've got 9K from 83s, that adds up already to 17,000 coins, and we're being pretty generous with the prices. It could be cheaper than that, especially if you snipe. And then you've got 6K for the 82 rated. That only costs 23,000 coins. And obviously these 82 rated cards that I use in this squad, they are cheaper than 1,000 coins. All of these are discard price. So you could do it for even cheaper, well cheaper than 23,000 coins. But that is how you would complete the Team of the Week upgrade. Again, go with 2 84 rated cards, then you're going to want to go with 3 83 rated cards, and then you go with 6 82 rated cards. That's how you guys do it. And you can interchange the players however you want, guys. If you already have some untradables you want to use, go ahead and throw them in first and build around those guys. Sure, you might have to pick up a couple of different cards, but it's going to still end up being the cheapest formula for completing this squad building challenge. I've also seen some people try for some 85 rated cards in the squad, and I respect that idea because it is actually cheaper than what most people are using with the 983s and the 282s. It's still cheaper to go with like 2 85 rated cards and then a bunch of 82s, because you can actually do that. I believe you will need an 83 in there as well, but ultimately it's still a couple thousand coins cheaper than the one everybody's doing, but it's still more expensive than if you go 2 84s, 3 83s, and 6 82s. Because, guys, the 84s are just so much cheaper than 85s right now, especially if you get the right ones. Obviously, if you go out and you pick up some of the more expensive ones, it's not going to work quite as well. So let me show you guys exactly what we're looking at on Footbin right here. We're going to refresh the page, and please note that a lot of these are inaccurate. You can never trust Footbin for prices, but you can get an overall gist of what cards are going for. And if you take a look at the 83s, especially the goalkeepers, you've got Mandanda and Viviano and Farman and Horn and Pepe Reina, they're all like 2.5K right now or less. Players like Adariz, it says he's 1.5K. He's actually like 5,000, 6,000 coins right now. And Kagawa's definitely still decently cheap. So you guys kind of get the point. Obviously, Coman's not 1.2 thousand coins. Then if you look at 84 rated cards, again, going with goalkeepers is going to make it cheaper. Obviously, they're going to be out of position. But if you go with players like Neto, if you go with players like Szczesny and Mandzukic, they're only going to be like 4,000 coins. Asenio, it says he's 3.2K. Again, that's not accurate. He's probably about 4.5K right now. And then you look at the 82 rated cards, guys, and the 82 rated cards are literally less than 1,000 coins. Luis Alberto, Castiles, Joaquin, Pau Lopez. These guys are players we used in the squad that you just saw right here. So again, this is a very cheap solution to do it, but prices change. So if you need to interchange a card, you can always take an 83 Kagawa and replace Pepe Reina. And it will still obviously have the same rating. You'll just have to adjust the chemistry for what fits for your squad. So that is like the cheapest way to do the Team of the Week upgrade. As we switch over to the Team of the Week tradable upgrade, you do have to throw in some informs, but it's the exact same rating and the exact same chemistry. And obviously the 82 rated cards are where you're going to want to throw those informs, because you don't really want to go with the informs that are 84 rated. So going with some 82 rated informs is probably your best bet, and it's the exact same formula, guys. So that is what I would suggest doing. And there are some cheap 82 and 83 and even 84 rated Team of the Week cards. Like if you take a look at Gignac, he's a decently cheap 83 rated card. 84 rated cards, you've got like Batshuayi, who I believe, since he's in the current Team of the Week, should actually be cheaper than Gignac's 83 right now. Taking a look at Batshuayi, I know that his UCL card is capped at 13K. And right now, Batshuayi is, his UCL card is no longer capped at 13K, so it might be a little bit more difficult to find his inform in here. But there it is. He's going for less than 20,000 coins. I don't really know why they changed his cap price for the UCL card, maybe hinting towards something in the future. But it looks like he's going for like 19 to 20,000 coins. For an 84 rated card striker from a good league, that's a pretty cheap price, truthfully. But there are cheaper ways to do it rather than going with an 84 rated card. I'd rather go with the cheaper cards for sure. But as you can see, yeah, I'm just trying to find like what exactly his price is right now, and it looks like he's going for like 18,000 to 19,000 coins. You could probably snipe him for much cheaper given the supply, and he's one of the cards that you can literally get out of the SBC. For the tradable and non-tradable Team of the Week. Like, he's one of the cards that you can get out of it, so the supply for him is very high right now. So yeah, that is the effect of the informs and the cheapest solution for all that stuff. We're going to talk about what happens to 83s, 84s, and above. So we obviously saw 83s went from like 1.5 to like 3, 4, even 5K depending on the card. We saw 84 rated cards, they doubled in price. But what happens to 85s? And then 86, 87s, 88s, 89s. What kind of effect does it have as you get higher up in price? And I'm going to show you guys exactly what effect it does have. So with 83s rising and 84s rising, you can basically just assume 85s are going to go up as well. Because if 84s are going up in price, 85s at the exact same price wouldn't make any sense. So 85s are actually rising too. They don't rise as much as the 83s do, because 83s are like the most directly needed for the SBC. But if you take a look at a player like Falcao, Falcao is a gold card that was going for 7.8K before this SBC, 7.8K. And right now he's 9,000 coins. He's already risen 1.2 thousand coins. Paulinho's another example. He was going for like 8,000 coins, maybe 8.5 at times. But like I got a lot of them for 8K. Paulinho also rising almost all the way up to 10,000 coins. These 85s aren't directly needed for the SBC, but given the fact that 83s and 84s are rising, they're going to rise as well. Then you're also going to see it for 86 rated cards. And as you get higher up in terms of the rating, guys, the less of an effect it's going to have on the cards. So you take a look at 86 rated cards and you look at players like Thomas Muller, it's probably going to move a couple hundred coins, but it's really not going to have an effect on these kind of cards as you get higher and higher in the price. So this Thomas Muller, he's been going for like 14, 15,000 coins. Yeah, he might be up to like 15K now. But he's still like he hasn't risen into like where if you bought beforehand, you'd be making a lot of profit. He hasn't risen enough for that. If, however, the squad rating was 84, those cards definitely would have risen. They would have acted as if, how the 85s are acting right now, if that makes sense. If you have any questions about this, just ask them down below. I'll try to answer as many serious questions as I possibly can. So what I did before this SBC dropped, given the fact that we kind of knew something was coming, and I also assumed, hey, the SBC is going to have best of Team of the Week cards in it. It's got to be higher rated than 83, right? So I assumed it would be 84 or 85 rated. I was wrong. They made it 83, which is relatively cheap for some of those best of cards, which is why they're going to have such a big hit on those cards. So what I did is I went out and I picked up as many 85 rated cards as I possibly could. All these are 85 rated, and Allison's not going to work out as well because I picked him up for a lot more than the other guys. Kind of picked him up for the Sturridge SBC, so I actually might lose coins on Allison. Just to be fully transparent with you guys, I'm not like trying to hide anything that I'm losing. And then I'm making profit on all these 85s already because you guys saw every single 85. Like the cheapest 85 is like Zlatan and Falcao. Those are the cheapest 85s, and right now they go for 9,000 coins. And then Paulinho, I got all of him for like 9k or less, 9k or less, and he's going for like 9.9 thousand coins now. And I just picked up tons and tons of them. I think I got probably around like 85 to 100 in total because I got some in my club, got some on the transfer list, got like 38 here. And the great thing is you can just click exit and sort items later, which is awesome. Next thing we're going to talk about is the effect on elite cards, meta cards, weekend league cards. How does a Team of the Week SBC, especially the untradeable one, how does that affect meta cards? How does that fluctuate their prices? Ultimately, you're not going to see a huge change because there's still a lot of demand for these cards and they're still going up in price overall throughout the weekend. But when there's less coins in the game, when there's less coins, coins are being taken out of the game is essentially what I'm saying, guys. Coins are being taken out of FIFA 19, and people are spending those coins and they're putting them into untradables, which gives them less buying power on the market and less ability to buy some of the higher rated cards. When people have less coins, obviously that's going to cause prices to go down, and you can kind of tell, like within the last, looks like 6 minutes, there's been a lot of listings for Messi. It seems like he's getting undercut right now, and he's going down a little bit. And that's pretty common for whenever there's an untradeable SBC, is that higher range cards are slightly affected. If it is a very big SBC, which today's is kind of significant, the only problem is it's happening during like a promotion. Like if this happened in the middle of like, no promotion, it would have a much bigger effect on these big cards. But you guys get the point. These cards will drop in price because people are taking their coins, or maybe they're selling these cards and taking the coins and putting them into untradables, which takes coins off the game. That is literally the opposite of inflation, I guess deflation of the market, and it takes coins out of the game. Less buying power means lower prices for these big cards. So that kind of makes sense. Now, Lionel Messi, he was over 800,000 coins earlier today. So you can definitely see an effect of this SBC on its card, although it's only been by like 15,000 coins. And it also could have be a little bit affected by the lightning rounds that are happening in the middle of the day as well. So you got to kind of consider all those variables, but the whole concept stays the same. And hopefully you guys kind of learned something from this video. If you guys are new to the market, maybe this is your first trading video you've watched, there's a lot to learn, and hopefully you guys have picked up a few things from what I've said in this video in terms of how prices fluctuate when certain SBCs drop. And I'll continue to make videos like this, especially in the Trading to Glory, that'll better explain how this how SBCs affect the market, or how promotions, packs affect the market. You just continue to learn every aspect of the market by watching the Trading to Glory series. So hopefully you guys can start watching that if you haven't yet. Drop a like on this video and subscribe to the channel if you are new. And I will see you guys in the next one. Peace out.